What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Tacho here, and we are back for some more Fire Emblem Heroes. Now, Mythic Milla's banner has dropped, so we're going to go ahead and summon on this. I've got 140 orbs, and it's about 50-50 free-to-play and paid stones, because I actually did buy the Forma Soul pack for this round, so I did get 60 orbs from the shop from that. All the rest, though, are free-to-play for the most part, so we're just going to go all in. I'm going to summon on only colorless orbs. I'm just going to snipe. It would be nice to go for all the circles, I guess, but I'm not particularly feeling too lucky if I was going to hit full circles on a banner like this, especially not when there's no 40 summoner counts or anything of that nature. Okay, so wow, check that out. Okay, right out the gates, we just started off with some hot fire. This is actually my very first copy of this guy, and he is incredible. He's a really good unit. So, minus attack, RIP. Oh man, that sucks, but I don't even care, because, I mean, Legendary Leif, what is there to say? He's got the Master Bowgun, which is basically a brave bow, but it works on both faces, so really nice weapon there. Also, he has Nyorun's Seal, which is the only special in the game right now on a ranged unit that mimics what Gale Force does. It does limit him to one movement after he attacks, but I mean, still, having Gale Force on a ranged horse unit is pretty nutty. So I dare you guys in the comment section to try and beat that on your free summon. Let's see if anyone out there can free summon Milla or something like that. Now, if colorless does not show up on one of the circles that I'm going for, I will actually go in on green, because I am hoping to off-snipe pull a Annette, so I can just replenish my Annette. You guys already know the story of what happened to my poor Annette, and it still bothers me to this day that I had to sacrifice my Annette just to stay in tier 21. That just made me feel really bad, so whatever. Yo, what is this? We already pulled another 5-star? Okay, so we got Legendary Alm on that one. Very good unit, of course. I mean, I already have plus speed Ivies on mine, but once again, we pulled plus speed, which is fine. That is a super boon for him. Yo, this is some hot fire right out the gates. Okay, let's see if we can get Milla, actually, because I would love to pull Milla and do some showcases with her. She's going to be a fantastic unit in Aether Raids, of course, and whether or not she's going to replace one of your other light mythic heroes is going to be up to you. I think Peony is, I mean, a unit that you're always going to want to have because she's a dancing unit. Also, she can passively grant attack and speed up 3 to units in the same column or row as her, which is very easy. What is going on here, man? We just pulled another 5-star in like 20 orbs. What is going on with this? Alright, well, this is perfectly good because now I can get rid of minus attack on the other Legendary Leif that I pulled. Yo, this is going pretty well so far. I didn't expect we were going to have such a good time with all of these legendary summons. Alright, like I said, we're going to go in on green if colorless does not show up, so I have a chance to get Annette. Alright, we got Barst, actually. Barst is fine. I mean, he's got reposition and spur attack 3, so I will, of course, take that. Alright, man, let's just keep going. I feel like I've got a hot touch right now, and we are getting pretty lucky with the pulls. This is probably to make up for the less than optimal luck I had when I went in on the 3 Houses rerun banner. I mean, we didn't come out of that too unlucky. I did get the Adrift Camilla, which is a unit I didn't have before, and I was not expecting in a million years to pull on that banner. So I was actually pretty happy about that. I also love the artwork on that Camilla. She looks really pretty in that white dress. So it was awesome that I pulled that. But outside of that, we didn't get any other 5-stars, so that was a little bit disappointing. Okay, a whole bunch of colorless orbs have shown up on this circle, so we've got some possibilities to walk away with some more hot fire. Okay, so as you guys know, this is like one of the craziest banners we've ever gotten as far as sniping is concerned, because pretty much all the colors are going to do you really good if you want to spend a ton of orbs on this banner. So sniping on colorless, of course, we've got 2 legendary heroes and a mythic hero. And the 2 legendary heroes in particular, Legendary Alm and Legendary Leif, are arguably the two best colorless bow units in the entire game. They are amazing in basically all the modes, so very good summons you could go for if you wanted to snipe for colorless. And of course, Milla is really good. She's going to be a great support unit to have in Aether Raids, especially in Light Season, because all of her effects are very good for supporting your team. She can inflict the isolation effect on foes that have less defense than her, that are lined up in the same column, so very good for messing with rally traps and preventing units like Legendary Azura from getting the dance and really just messing with you. So Milla's going to be good for that. Also, she can grant all stats up to units that are within 7 columns and 7 rows centered on her, which is just outright ridiculous. If you have her in the middle column, that pretty much just supports the entire team, basically. So that is very good about Milla. There are a couple of modes where that's not going to buff everyone, though, like Rival Domains, of course, which has a bigger map. Yo, what is this? We just pulled like 10 copies of Sakura today. Okay, sure. Alright, back-to-back Sakuras, and then we had a whole bunch of her prior to this. Shoutouts to Lubu, of course. We just pulled Dr. Sakura a couple of times there. She's probably here to give me a diagnosis for my fire summons here. I am on fire, so we need the doc to come and cool me off. Alright, we got a green orb there, and we pulled Cecilia, so that's not the Annette that I'm trying to get, but okay, sure. Alright, let's just keep going, man. We are doing pretty well. We're getting a lot of colorless orbs to show up. Now, off focus, or I don't know why I said off focus, but as far as 3 and 4 star colorless units are concerned, I would love to get some copies of Norn, because she is a unit that I would love to get the plus 10 on. Norn is incredible, and I do have that Midori that I got from before, and I would just sacrifice Midori instantly to Norn so I can get close foil and the Spendthrift Bow on her. Okay, back-to-back Lachesis, sure. What is going on here, man? We are pulling, like, nothing but these wonky staff units. Okay, sure. I guess that's not a big deal, but whatever. Okay, no smoke on this one, and we got Rebecca. Alright, that's not the bow unit that I'm trying to get. I am trying to go for Norn, as I said earlier. Now, also, in the case of Rebecca, I mean, I could see her getting a Resplendent alt at some point in the future. They really messed up the artwork with her eyes. Like, she's got a 1,000-yard stare with that eyes. So, yeah, when she first got introduced, I was making some jokes for you guys that were subscribed to the channel since way back in the day, before I went on hiatus from YouTube. I made a couple of videos, well, I guess it was just one video, about Rebecca when that banner dropped, and I likened her to an alien, so I made a LMAO, the thumbnail for that, so some classic Rebecca memes there, but I would love to get a Resplendent copy of her at some point. She needs the artwork fix more than anybody besides Gwendolyn, I would say. Those two just really desperately need the art fix. Alright, we pulled a whole bunch of Soths here, actually. That's not too shabby. I mean, he does have Life and Death 3, which is pretty good for fodder. That was a 5-star locked skill for the longest time, up until Soth was added to the game, of course. And we got Clarine on that summon, so shoutouts to Fire Emblem 6 and Rutger, because I always, every time I play Fire Emblem 6, I always support Rutger and Clarine, because they have some pretty insane support abilities when they are supported with each other. I believe Clarine is a lightning affinity character, and in that game, lightning affinity with support just gives you like maximum crit, maximum evade. It's pretty nuts. So it's just classic to pair up the Troubadours with the Myrmidons, I feel, in some of the GBA Fire Emblems. Like, we also have in Sacred Stones, you can pair up Joshua and Larachel, and they have probably the funniest support conversation in Fire Emblem history, so there is that. And also in Fire Emblem 7, you can support Guy and Priscilla. So it seems like the Troubadours and the Myrmidons just really get along for whatever reason. Not sure why that is, but I have no complaints with that. Alright, it seems like the luck has actually started to cool off a bit, because we haven't pulled any 5 stars since the 3 right at the start, but I mean, of course, I'm not complaining about that. We got some really hot fire right there. Okay, and we got a Matthew on that pull. Sure. Matthew has Broadleaf Fan as his refine. It's not quite as powerful as the actual Broadleaf Fan because it only does -6. He doesn't have Dagger 7, so that is one fault to Matthew, but Broadleaf Fan is very hard to obtain. It's seasonal locked, so just getting that on the refine is nice. Okay, we pull Tethys there, or Tethys. I don't know how to say her name, but she is a pretty good dancer. She's got a lot of HP, and she is a dagger unit, so pretty nice. Definitely not a bad unit to go for the merges on if you pull a bunch of her. And we are just about wrapping it up here. I am about to run out of orbs, so can we actually walk out of here with Milla, though? I mean, I'm perfectly fine without pulling Milla because we did get a whole bunch of goodies at the start. And low-key, the one that I really wanted to pull here was Legendary Leif, because having Gale Force on a 3-range unit with, or a 3-move unit with ranged weapon is just so crazy. Alright, we pulled a Kaze over there for that attack smoke. Not too shabby. Kaze is pretty good for fodder. Alright, looks like we're only going to be able to do 2 more summons here, and that's going to wrap us up. So let me know in the comment section, guys, how your summons went on this banner, and if you were sniping on any color in particular, or what you were doing. Red is also a very good color to snipe on this banner, because we got Leif, and we have Legendary Eliwood, as well as Lakche, who was very good for fodder or merges. So this was one of the better legendary banners we've gotten as far as the quality of units are concerned. Okay, and our final summon of the day, we are getting a 4-star Mercedes. Pretty good unit, and I did actually like her a lot in three houses, because for some reason, Mercedes has this interesting personality where she likes telling ghost stories and stuff like that. So anyway, I'm going to have to go ahead and manage my barracks at this point. That's going to wrap us up for the summons, guys. They won't even let me check the pity rate because I have to expand my barracks or make some combat manuals. So I'm going to go ahead and take care of that. And that's going to wrap us up for today, guys. So I hope you enjoyed the summons. I definitely did. We pulled some really great stuff. And I am definitely going to do some showcases for that Legendary Leif, because I was dying to pull that guy all along, and I finally have him now. It's a shame we didn't get Milla, but that's okay. I'm still pretty happy with the consolation prizes we got. So, as always, this is your boy Tacho signing out. So, take care, guys. Have a great night. And I'll catch y'all again in the next one.